This panel is used to manually merge armies or fleets in order to assemble the strongest possible force. Click on the unit or ship you wish to move, then click on the central button to move it from one force to another. It is possible to select several units or ships at a time.
もうご命令はございませんか。
So go rebels. Or resolve it. I can see the numbers reducing. Now we can get the... Now, well, we got a bow samurai. Nanban traders have arrived at one of our ports seeking permission to establish a trading post. This will give us access to new firearms. However, by doing so, we're the risk of introducing undesirable Nanban influences, such as Christianity, to the clan. We welcome the opportunity to engage in material and cultural exchange with the Nanban. We will build them a trading post.
Strangers have come to our shores. They bring weapons of smoke and fire. Weapons that kill without honor, without skill. But even so, these foreigners and their guns could give a man power and victory. And victory wipes away dishonor.
And someone was doing comics before, and they were saying like they apparently typically depict them as hesitant towards guns when they were initially introduced to Japan, but they were really like they were in love with them or something. I don't know what's the actual truth is. People say plenty of things. One way or the other, people say plenty of things. So it's impossible to know, but guns are nice. Unlike seemingly a lot of people, a notable amount of people, I actually do kind of like guns. They certainly have a use. They need to be treated with respect and whatnot, given what they can do. But as does, say, a car. You know? If you misuse a car, you could easily kill someone. Likewise, if you don't treat the gun with the respect it deserves, something bad could end up happening. Same thing. So, yeah. Their use, like, again, people always point to the self-defense usages, you know? Like, I'm not a burly guy. I'm quite slight of build. To be polite to myself, I keep joking, I have an aristocratic build. You know, I wouldn't be much in a fight. Having such a tool would even that out. Instead, or hope Eldritch Waifu will save me. Sadly, she hasn't started her phone calls yet. So. Minato lost the guy, but it's fine. Foreign gold is still gold. It inherently converts them. Aye.
Obedience to the rule of the daimyo is measured in public order. If unhappiness begins to outweigh happiness and repression at any point, then the resultant unrest can lead to rebellion if left unchecked. Keep taxes at reasonable levels, maintain sufficient food levels, and ensure that castle towns are garrisoned to stop public order bubbling over into insurrection. Repression is the enforcement of your rule by the presence of garrison troops. The grey pips in the public order section of this panel represent repression through intimidation from garrisoned units. Whilst it is useful to keep the population in order, rebellion following a period of heavy repression can be difficult to suppress.
Ooh, trade with different... Oh. Different other people off the map. That's cool. Oh damn, I forgot to switch. Didn't make full benefit of the bonus. Excuse me. You. We can trade with you. But we can trade with you, but not you. Our ports are full, but this isn't.
Let us hope that today ends well. Now speak of your wishes and intentions.
Money can be offered to or demanded of another clan as reparations for war, tribute to avoid attack, or simply as an act of goodwill. Use the arrow buttons to enter an amount and click on the appropriate checkbox in order to select a single or regular payment before putting forward our proposal.
Really?
Perhaps trade...
Fine.
Come, be seated. I will order tea, and we will have agreement before sunset.
At any time during a conflict, this option can be used to request that an ally joins a war that we are fighting. This means we can look for new allies to help if the conflict is not going our way.
When two men meet in honesty, both may profit from the day. There is much to be learned from the prattle of merchants.
He who can see the shadows has power in the light. Metsuke deal in bribery and corruption. Keep order and watch for assassins and spies. Metsuke can bribe as agents within the clan acquire. This panel shows you the information. Metsuke can bribe a general or the garrison of a castle town to switch allegiance to our clan. If successful, there is a chance that one or more of his units will follow him, also changing sides. Bribe, in addition to skills gained through experience, characters within the clan will develop personality traits that affect their abilities. Some traits are present from the beginning. Others are acquired as a character progresses through the campaign.
Okay.
The presence of Metsuke within an army or castle town will increase the chances of detecting enemy ninja and reduce the chances that they will succeed in their dishonorable task.
せの通りに。殿。
Ooh.
しかと。参上いたしました。
These astral troops are armed with matchlock. I'm not sure I've said that. And pepper the enemy with long-range mass volleys. Ooh, the warrior monks are gone. Ooh, we've met the Oda. We also met these.
殿に従います。いつでも戦えますぞ。いつでも戦えます。
I'm kind of dragging my feet here, but it's more of a set up economic stuff. Diversity on the battlefield is key to victory. Every weapon has its purpose and every unit has its match. It has come to my attention that our forces are unbalanced, my lord. We're deploying comparatively few units of cavalry. Although vulnerable to spear points, the speed and power of cavalry makes them invaluable for flanking maneuvers and in charging down ill-prepared enemies and archers. They also provide excellent means of deploying archers to vital support positions. I strongly recommend we recruit more at the first available opportunity.
Master, we are not making enough of the trade infrastructure in this province. If we upgrade road systems and ports, we allow a greater volume of trade to pass along and through them.
This place literally can't get any more. It can't get a port. So, I've done what I can with it.
My good friend, tell me what concerns you,
Although
and together
marriages
we will
within
resolve
our clan
your
between
problems.
daughters and retainers are possible, they are also a useful diplomatic tool when dealing with other clans. The offering of an unmarried daughter by one clan to another in order to seal good relations between the two can greatly strengthen a diplomatic relationship and produce heirs to the leadership of the husband's clan. When a daughter is offered and accepted, she is removed from our family tree and enters her husband's. Other clans may disapprove of the match, negatively affecting our relationship with them.
An unexpected meeting may, with hindsight, turn out to be welcome. Let us see what happens here.
Oh, you'll be down for it. But he just want to trade. Do it.
A most satisfactory end to our discussions. Our thanks.
A proposal as straight and true as an hour's shaft. My lord will accept. May good fortune favor us all.
It is good to see a friendly face. Come, let us talk and take tea perhaps.
He really doesn't like us. Ah, that's what I want. Zen. But, if you didn't know, that's actually what my cat's called. Well, we have two cats. Zen and Nero. Did want to call Nero Danasis. Didn't get the twang quite right there. But yeah, wanted to call him that, but Mom wasn't a fan. She wanted to call him Loki. We ended up settling on Nero. Which fits with my previous cat's name. Well, one of them. Caesar. But, oh yeah, I keep thinking the mic is right next to me, rather, like, on my ear, rather than here on the table. I keep forgetting. Like, I subconsciously remember, but then I forget. It's very annoying. But, yeah, Zen is a big fluffy mama cat. Some woman was talking about giving her away. Years and years back, she was talking about giving her away. And when that she was some young cat, when Mum saw her, she saw how big she was, and the woman was like, "Ah, she just had a big dinner." But Mum was like, "She's clearly pregnant," and the woman was saying if she couldn't give her away, she was just gonna have her put down. So we're like, we'll take her, and we brought Mama Zen's in. She had her with her kittens. We gave most of them away. 2 passed away or before that. They were weak. And we kept one, Caesar. He ended up getting run over, and she was pretty broken by that. After that, she decided I was her kitten. And she dotes something fierce on me. She was called Zen because initially she was quite calm and relaxed. Then she revealed how much of an utter rip she is. She's fucking mental. She's a good cat, but I remember before when I was younger, she would lie at the top of the stairs in my way and wouldn't let me pass. I'll try and push her with my foot, but I'm standing below her. She's got the high ground. I'm not going to try and do a fucking somersault over her. I know what will happen. But, suddenly the floor will be made of lava. But, yeah. So, Mum would have to come out of her room and, at night to get the cat out of my goddamn way. Because she just would not move. But yeah. Good old mamas. Even now, she still dotes on me. And she's actually taken to sleeping in the bed with Marley. We have a lab. Big, big baby. He's just a very placid dog. There's not an ounce of meanness in him. Like Pippa, all her pets are rescues of one sort or another. Pippa is scared of everything. She's constantly scared. And even though Marley's friendly as shit, that kind of scares her as well. She's scared of big dogs. And so he keeps trying to befriend her. Well, this is years back. They're better now. But for years, he would try and befriend her, and she would panic and start snarling and rawr at him. You know, that kind of thing. I can't remember to quite what degree she would go, but it was water off a duck's back for years. After a while, eventually, put his foot down, quite literally. Mum heard noise. She came into the kitchen and saw Marley standing just outside the back door, paw on Pippa's head, her pinned to the ground, and just looking at her like, "Look what I did!" Whole body wagging. There was a few more grumbles after that, but Marley kind of ended up letting her know that I want to be friends. I want to be friends. I want to, if I wanted to hurt you, I would have by now. They sleep in the kitchen together, and Pippa cuddles up next to him. Well, he will always try and drag his bed next to her, and she'll lie at the same side of the crate. And she doesn't look scared shitless of him or something. They actually do seem to get along a lot better now. Mum was saying with Pip, she needed someone to show that they were in charge. Like, out of fear, she feels she has to be in charge. But if you can show that you're the boss, she's better for it. I think it's not quite the same in the Marley case. I think it was more he showed, that was my read of it. He showed to her that he actually did just want to be friends. But, it's hard to armchair psychologist dogs. It's not the easiest of things. But, they're precious things. Here, 1 sec. 1, 2, 3. We'll start training up that. Leave that for the moment.
The overall happiness of a population is influenced by a variety of different contributing factors, including tax levels, food shortages, the presence of entertainment and religious buildings, and repression through garrison size. Rebellion becomes a risk when the people are so unhappy that repression can no longer contain public order.
Okay, I'll hold on till I get the Buddhist temple. These ships are not unarmed, built for trade rather than battle. They should avoid any fighting. I should recruit from here. All samurai consider trade and associated money grubbing to be vulgar. It is quite rightly beneath them, even though merchants often end up rather wealthy. Trade ships are seen as necessary evil, importing valuable weapons from overseas, such as cannons and firelocks. Trade ships are unarmed vessels and should run away at first sign of trouble. This wise tactic is their only defense. They are historically threatened by enemy clans blocking supply lines, and by the Waco pirates, who infest the seas around Japan. Historically, trade between Korea and Japan was usually hampered by piracy. Japanese Waco pirates would routinely raid Korean and Chinese coasts, while Japanese authorities seemed powerless to stop them. China responded by declaring war on the pirates, ambushing and burning their ships. The Chinese are also known. Chinese also attacked known pirate bases and beheaded those they captured. When Toyotomi Hideyoshi came into power, he banned the owning of arms by all the peasantry, which greatly reduced the power of the Waco. However, the same pirates who had been suppressed were then recruited for their naval expertise. Hideyoshi needed them for his ill-fated invasion of Korea in 1592. I need to get some boats together so I can move my forces.
Fast moving, this small ship carries archers, armed with deadly fire arrows, capable of reducing enemy ships to dust. Yari cavalry excel at chasing down a fleeing enemy, but suffer heavy losses when confronted by spearmen or missile troops.
殿、ご命令を。
我が一族のために戦おうぞ。
恥ずかしながらできません。殿、着きました。
Ideal for riding down fleeing enemies or driving off missile troops.
お命じください。
参上いたしました。
殿に従います。直ちに。
参上いたしました。
次はいかがいたしましょう。ご用ですか。
何用じゃ。なかなかの用じゃ。軍師の指示を仰がねば。
Beautiful. Masters of Artifice. My lord, I notice we're not fielding ninja, despite having the ability to do so. Masters of subterfuge and ninja skills enable them to spy on enemies or sabotage their armies and possessions while remaining undetected. Ninjas are also expert assassins striking from the shadows to kill enemy generals and agents before they have a chance to react.
Where darkness meets the shadow, there dwells the ninja. Saboteurs and assassins, happy to do their lord's bidding.
Plus 10% chance for ninja success. I remember hearing a claim that ninjas...
Rival agents can be removed by assassination. Select a target for this agent to kill. Decide if the chance of success is worth the risk before confirming the order, as failure may mean capture and execution.
Rival Asians. Well, she isn't wrong. But I remember hearing this thing that if they didn't have poison handy, they would use excrement because there was no cure for sepsis in that time. Or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. Charming.
殿、それは無理にでございます。殿、無理でござります。そのような術はござりませぬ。
乗船いたします。
今日は満足じゃ。
はい、上様。はい、上様。殿、次のご命令はいかに。
Spirit reduce cost of monk actions. The cover man may at least talk his enemies to death. When all know their place, there is clarity and righteous harmony.
With speed, maneuverability, and strength, this ship has many uses. However, its versatility makes it less effective than more specialized ships.
Enlist them. Don't need a second one. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna call this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. Till then.